We all know Zontix aims low, but I got reports recently from Austin that Calyx aims really high, and he does. And I don't even know what to say, because this is ridiculous. Okay, Zontix aims really low. Why do we have to have someone that aims super high? I don't know. Okay, so I started with pistol on Nuke, because map 1 of the grand final, it looked like he aimed pretty normally. Then I went a couple of rounds later, this is round 4, he's aiming fairly high into vending here, but it's not crazy high. However, when he clears the back of lobby, you're gonna notice he's aiming over his opponent's head. And okay, well, maybe that's a one-off. This is high, but I noticed this is a little bit later. I noticed that's pretty high. Moving around, I want to try and find reference points because I know people are going to complain, but that doesn't look very high to me, Vu. That looks head level. Okay, I want to look for a lot of clips that have players that he's peeking into. So you're going to see a lot of these that have clear reference points that he's aiming over their head. Now, clearing the back of trophy, it's relatively high, and you can see from his teammate there clearing vending that it's fairly high. But what is that? Can we just what was that? What was that? What was that clear at the back? Okay, and well, now at the end of the round, and he ends up dying, but what was that clear back there? And then here, he's holding normally. I'm just trying to go mostly sequentially. I had one cut in for no reason near the end of the game, and another one cut in. I want you to be clear here. There's like clips of this like basically every round. I'm just trying to give you the best ones, and I've only gone over 2 maps here. So here, if we look at this one, again, you can see the opponent in the position he's pre-aiming is below the crosshair. It's below the crosshair. And I actually have a theory as to the reason behind this. Now, number 1, he often crouches right as he shoots at people, which does actually bring his crosshair generally from slightly above to slightly, you know, like in the general head area. That might be the idea behind it. It also feels like when he moves his crosshair to the left, it seems like he might not be moving his crosshair on an even level. So when he moves it to the left, it seems like it goes up slightly, and when he moves it to the right, it seems like it goes down slightly. Although that's not 100% consistent, it might not surprise me if he's just not quite on level, and it ends up not mattering that much. But I mean, this clip here is kind of insane, okay? Because to begin with, this is just super high. Like everywhere he's aiming is super high. You can see it's insanely high. Like he's aiming over top of somebody, but then he peeks out, and you can see he's clearly over top of them as they're peeking out. You can obviously see he's aiming over their head. Now, he does crouch into it. This is what I was saying, the crouch theory. But even when he crouched, he was still aiming slightly over Bit's head and had to pull down. So I said, okay, that's Nuke. Nobody cares about Nuke. Let's look at Dust 2. And this immediately struck me as too high, both on back plat and also from window. Goes back plat again. This is too high. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy, because sometimes I feel like I might be crazy. This is where he was aiming. This is where T's are. Look how he's way above their head. He's aiming for fucking Shaquille O'Neal, dude. Even Shaquille O'Neal might not be that tall. Okay, a couple rounds later, looking from back sight, aiming in towards tunnels. Now he jumps up, he's aiming over their head, but he jumped up. So it was a little bit of an awkward situation. I give respect for that. But if we look at the angle before he jumped up, also still over their heads. Now the other angle looked high to me. Also a little tiny bit high, but maybe he was adjusting. It's, you know, it's just a centimeter too high. It's not a big deal. Moving out long here with the Deagle, second half. Again, I'm picking rounds where there's a reference point. You can see the enemy at the angle there was below his crosshair. And then what the fuck is this? Okay, this is like the tallest man in the world wouldn't be that tall. Okay, and he does it again. The crazy thing is he consistently clears angles like this. Like he's moving out with an AK, aims over the head of the guy on plat, moves up towards car, and he's again aiming stupidly high. Why is he aiming that high? What? Okay, and then this is the worst one. This is the last one, and it's the worst one. Coming out long, Wonderful has 39 health. What is he aiming at? What is he aiming at? Chat, what is he aiming at? Why is Calyx aiming so high? Anybody, somebody, help me.